सो काजीरंगा राइनोस वर्सेस मराठा मार्वल्स के मध्य के मुकाबले के लिए तैयार हो जाइए आप सभी। मैच नंबर 61 युवा कबड्डी सीरीज में आप सभी का स्वागत करना चाहेंगे एक बार फिर से। गुलाबी नगरी के एक बहुत ही उत्तम स्थान पर हम सभी मौजूद हैं, यानी कि संस्कार इंडोर स्टेडियम में आप सभी का एक बार फिर से स्वागत। मैच नंबर 61 की तरफ हम पहुंच चुके हैं। युवा कबड्डी सीरीज 2022 समर एडिशन जोश जज्बा और जुनून के साथ, और ये मुकाबला होगा अंक तालिका पर बॉटम 2 टीम्स के मध्य। जी हाँ, बिल्कुल देखिएगा, मराठा मार्वल्स बिल्कुल अंतिम पायदान पर मौजूद है और काजीरंगा राइनोस जस्ट उनके ऊपर। दोनों ही टीम को अभी तक जीत सुनिश्चित हुई नहीं है, तो निश्चित तौर पर आज यहां से दोनों ही टीम चाहेगी कि एक जीत यहां से प्राप्त की जाए और देखना होगा कौन यहां पर अपने अंकों का खाता खोलता हुआ नजर आएगा। स्कोर कार्ड में कुछ पॉइंट्स के आगे 0 नहीं, कुछ पॉइंट जोड़ता हुआ नजर आएगा। और आज के अगर हम शुरुआती मुकाबलों की बात करें, पहला मुकाबला जीता हम्पी हीरोज ने, टडोबा टाइगर्स को पटक नहीं दी। दूसरा मुकाबला जीता मुरथल मैग्नेट्स वर्सेस अरावली एरोज का जो मुकाबला था उसमें जीता मुरथल मैग्नेट्स 25 पॉइंट से। और उसके बाद पेरियार पैंथर्स अपने विजय रथ को एक बार फिर से आगे की तरफ लेकर चल रहा है। पंचाला प्राइड को उन्होंने 27 पॉइंट से हराया। और अभी अंतिम मुकाबला आज के दिन का काजीरंगा राइनोस वर्सेस मराठा मार्वल्स के मध्य। तो चलिए, अब आखिरकार समय हो चुका है हमारे स्टार्स को मैच पर बुला लेने का। तो हम सर्वप्रथम हमारी टीम को इनवाइट करना चाहेंगे, काजीरंगा राइनोस। और चलिए, अब काजीरंगा राइनोस को टक्कर देने के लिए आ रही है हमारे मार्वल्स का खेमा। तो बुला लेते हैं अब उन्हें जोश और उत्साह के साथ, मराठा मार्वल्स।
Good evening one and all on this Saturday night here at Yuva Kabaddi Series on Sanskar School, Jaipur's Kabaddi Arena. Up front is the team that was the top team in the survival round, but in the booster round it is the bottom place and still trying to figure out that first win in the booster round. Mohit and Rinku, of course, will be looking at the corners, and Sagar Ramesh and Sahil Kumar in the grading department to support in the Pratik Daya, the man who's been struggling from consecutive 3 matches. And then the covers, Rohit Kumar and Mohit will also be there to look out for the defense. But on the other hand, to introduce the Maratha Marvels, I have Ryan alongside with me. Ryan, good evening, brother. How have you been?
Good evening, Naveen. Doing fine. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing fine as well. As I introduce the starting 7 for the Maratha Marvels. In the corners, we have Deepesh and Ajay Sharma, the captain. Both these defenders have been vital for this team. Both of them with 48% tackle success rate. Both of them bringing the high fives will be vital today. In the insides, we have Sahil and Sudhir. In the covers, we have Mohar and Dharmveer. And in the middle, we have Anuj. As we move forward to the star players for both the teams, we have for the Kaziranga Rhinos, it's Pratik Daya. Just take a look at that, 176 rate points over the last few games. 176 rates, 116 rate points, 7 super 10s. This man will have to step up this game as he's not been in form over his last few games. And both the teams looking to register their first win. And Pratik, the captain, will have to take the lead role in this match. And on the other hand, for the Maratha Marvels, their captain has been their star player. It is Sahil Jandu, who's been their star player. 145 raids, 64 rate points, 2 super 10s. He will have to step up for this team as well today as they look to register. And an interesting fact is that both these teams, when they faced each other, that was still a tie.
Yeah. And still waiting for that first win in the booster round. And just an update on the toss is Kaziranga Rhinos have won the toss. So somewhere Pratik Daya has started off in a positive note. So something there for the big Rhino, and I guess a match is due. It's been 3 matches. You cannot keep a big Raider like that down for 3 matches. So all those 4 losses, in fact 1 coming in the survival round and 3 in the booster round for the Kaziranga Rhinos, that is something that they'll have to turn around today. And then the Maratha Marvels also, somewhere the survival round was lucky to them, but then the booster round has been very, very difficult. And there are teams that is above them trying to be in a very, very comfortable situation. So who will get that first win is a big question as we move in to this countdown of this very, very interesting tie around here. Match number 61 here at Sanskar School, Jaipur. We have the Kaziranga Rhinos who will be waiting for the Maratha Marvels to raid in from the left to right of our screen as Partik Daya had won the toss and selected the court. So somewhere it's going to be Sahil Jandu. Will it be? No, it's not going to be him because he is also struggling to find form as Anuj Yadav steps in for his first trade. And it is kind of heartening, Ryan, to watch big Raiders, especially like Partik Daya, who was leading that scoreboard of top Raiders position in a pole position sort of a level. And then somewhere now he is being attacked by the other Raiders like Ashish Narwal, and they have left him way behind. That's the big Rhino walking in with confidence. Will he be able to turn things around today is a big question.
Yes, he can. He starts on a very positive note, getting 2 points, and this is the ideal start for Partik Daya coming into this. Going for the toe touch, the defender tried to grab his ankle, but he comfortably got through, and that is a spectacular start from Partik Daya.
Yeah, wanted much of it because the left corner Deepesh Kumar thought that Partik is not in the best of his forms and mindset, so he thought of dominating him right from the first raid itself. But Partik was not even trying for that kick or a point. So somewhere Deepesh going in with that advanced tackle had to give away that all important 2 points as once again there is this big man walking in as Sudhir Kumar came back with an empty raid. And this is a big support in the form of has he got that midline? No, he's not. Combination tackle put in and Maratha Marvel scored that first point on the board for this match.
The Raider Sagar falling prey to the good ankle hold coming in. Not exactly ankle hold, a hold on the chin as the Marvels go in, and it's a do-or-die raid, the first one of this match. Plenty more to come, of course, as the Maratha Marvels. Has he gotten the running touch? Yes, looks like he's gotten it. The defender agrees. That's 1 point as the score is 2-all.
Yeah, beautifully done. But we'll have to really wait in and see where that error happened. Yeah, the running hand touch was marvelously executed by Anuj Yadav. But somewhere the defense should have made sure that they do not go in so high line when a raider is on a do-or-die raid. Right, now for Partik Daya. Will that error keep happening? Yes, it is. Once again, right cover, the culprit this time, and has to go back on the bench. Karamveer Singh is generally playing that left cover, but this time, look at the reach of Partik Daya. Look at that. He goes in deep, and then with that running hand touch, gets Karamveer off the mat. And it is raining in points for Partik Daya in the first 2 raids. That's nice to see for the Kaziranga Rhinos.
Yes, very nice and very a positive note for them as take a look at that. Once again, the combination tackle coming in for the Kaziranga Rhinos to deny Sudhir, the raider for the Marvels. Just take a look at that. Okay, that was not a combination tackle per se, but a good move of power used by Mohit, the right cover for the Kaziranga Rhinos.
Yeah, came in with a strong block and then did not even allow Sudhir to somewhere get down under that arms and go ahead. But once again, Sahil Kumar, he is been such a good support for Partik Daya when he had that rough patch. But here the Maratha Marvels are trying to make sure that the Raiders are put in pressure. But then when you go for such a hasty tackle as a captain Ajay Sharma himself, not letting the chain go in that left hand and going in with single-handed effort, cannot stop the Raider down. But Sahil Jandu comes in after a long time and then gets that all-important first grade point under his belt. Once again, Rinku from the right corner. Very, very advanced tackle there, Ryan.
Yep, indeed, and this a good back-to-back stepping up performances by both the Sahils in the team. As Sahil for the Rhinos, he's had 64 raid points coming into this game. So like you said, he's been a spectacular support for this man who started out very well this game. He's got in the running hand touch, and this is Partik Dhaya starting very nicely. He has a very good dominant intent coming into this game. You can see it in him. He had only 5 raid points in the last game and he looked spectacular today.
Yes, and he is hungry. He is hungry for more. No doubt about it. Because somewhere Mohar Singh on that right corner that time on the previous occasion did not expect Partik Dhaya to come in so hard and strong. But then somewhere the Maratha Marvels really need to understand that the Rhino has been let loose. And he is coming for you. He is there to make sure that you are being bulldozed across. And look at that, a long stride, confidently going in and making sure that footsteps was so strong. And look at this for a dubki, or rather even just squeezing through the chain. That's not a complete dubki as well, but he just squeezed himself through the chain. Look at that, he did not even bother to bend down. And that is why I say this Rhino has been let loose. And it's a super raid there for Partik Dhaya.
First super raid of the match coming in courtesy of Partik Dhaya. Not a surprise, but as we can see a substitution take place. Not a surprise indeed, because Partik Dhaya coming into this match, he's at 8 super 10, so that's how good a raider he's been. Only thing is he's been at a deficit over the last 3 games. Just 5 points in the last game, and this game he's already got in 6. So like you said, Naveen, earlier, he is really hungry.
Very hungry, but Arun Solanki has done this before, where he is come in as a substitute and saved his team, but this time, no, he cannot. He's got the bonus though, that makes it 4, but Kaziranga Rhinos have inflicted the all-out on Maratha Marvels, and that's a big one. And the reason for that is just because of that one man getting into form very quickly. And this is scary situations for the Maratha Marvels.
Yep, a scary situation indeed, as they've fallen prey to the first all-out of this match. The scoreline, as 6.5 minutes have passed, it is Maratha Marvels 4 trailing to the Kaziranga Rhinos 12. Naveen, an interesting thing, both these teams, when they faced each other in the previous survival round, that ended in a tie. So there's no clear-cut solution as to which team is above which team, because both of them are in the same situation now, both at 0 points in the table. So they will be looking to find out a similarity after this match.
Yeah, I guess that similarity existed only until the toss was being put up. After the toss, it's all Kaziranga Rhinos, even from winning it. And look at this for a combination tackle. They do not let the hands, legs, anything to go towards the midline. And the Raider has been pinned down, in fact hunted down from a group of Rhinos. Look at that. The block came in very strongly from the left corner, left cover. In fact, Rohit Kumar coming in very strongly, and then the attack from the whole herd of Rhinos. A 10-point lead, Ryan. Wow. It's a big one, and we haven't even crossed that first 10 minutes mark in the game, and this is all courtesy that hunger to do well. Double tie hold. Has he been pinned down? Yes, for the first time ever in this match, Ajay Sharma does something spectacular and gets his counterpart out on the bench.
Yep, a spectacular raid coming in from Ajay, and both of them, both the captains, Ajay just got Partik out, and both of them will have to step up this game because both their teams require that win. And Ajay has been spectacular throughout this entire series, and coming in with that spectacular tackle as Sudhir comes in for a raid. And he will look to inflict some positivity on his team following that good tackle, because that is not only a plain good tackle, they got Partik Dhaya out, who is looking good so far, as Sagar is coming for the raid. He goes for the bonus.
Yeah, see what was very advantageous for Ajay Sharma in that double thigh hold was as the running hand touch has been brilliantly executed. He went in so strong and with that heavily bandaged left hand, he goes towards that left flank and gets that left in. Is taken out. Sudhir Kumar, the raider, out of contention, and that's the reason why Sahil Jandu has to raid back. Yeah, so just talking about Naveen, in fact, Ajay Sharma's double thigh hold skill that was so nicely executed. What worked in his favor was he was low and he was also going with both hands for the thighs. That is what made sure somewhere Pratik Daya was nabbed so easily. And once again, Sahil Jandu has got that running hand touch on a cover defender.
Yep, Sahil quite quick, getting the touch on Rohit. Both of them had their own opinions, but it went in favor of Sahil. As Sahil on the other end comes in for the Rhinos. He's with the support raider, and he will have to do that now as Pratik Daya is out of the mat. And the Marvels looking to get their way back, but they can definitely do it through this beautiful tackle. Good grab on the legs coming in from the defender.
Absolutely. A surprise one from right in. And that is Sahil Jandu. And how many times have we seen that ankle holds coming in from that in position where the raider least expects it, or rather even does not even expect that tackle will be coming in. They have started to expect when Ankit is on the mat, but not with anybody else. They'll have to keep expecting that in the coming days, because that is going to be a lethal weapon. And then the running hand touch on the left corner, doesn't miss it out, and then gets him on the left in. That is Anuj Yadav's brilliance as Pratik Daya walks in. He was on the mat though. He's been revived much earlier, even before Sahil Kumar went in with that running hand touch. And then the ankle hold, and the dangling hand also taken care of. This is nice, where they are turning it around on Pratik Daya. Deepesh Kumar on that left corner this time somewhere had his heart in his mouth when the hand was going towards the midline, but then the support, especially coming in very, very strongly from the right flank, is helping out, and Ajay Sharma was it to help out his left corner defense in a super tackle situation now, Ran.
Yep, super tackle situation indeed, but it is Anuj Yadav. He's gotten 2 rate points for them so far, and this will be his third. Anuj Yadav, very crucial points coming in from this man right here, as the Marvels add 1 more point, looking to decrease this deficit and pave their way back into this game in this first half, as the Rhinos come in for the next raid. This is Sagar looking to revive a person as we proceed in this match.
Yeah, good skills. He's just trying to get that bonus, which is very, very rightly done by Sagar Ramesh, because that will again reduce the, or rather increase the lead for Kaziranga Rhinos, because somewhere they feel, the Maratha Marvels, that the all-out is on the cards, and really well done. Last man standing now will only be Sagar Ramesh. Once again, Anuj Yadav goes in and so effortlessly with the pushpa step gets the point.
Yep, the score right now 16-11, and Sagar Ramesh, he's once again going for the bonus, trying to ensure that the points keep coming in. He may lose his position. Yes, he will, as the ankle hold coming in by Deepesh, the left corner for the Marvels. This is an all-out, the first all-out for the Maratha Marvels, as they've successfully paved their way back into this game. Just when things were looking a little difficult for them, they've reunited as a team and come back to fight back against the pack of Rhinos that started out very nicely.
Yeah, much required all out for the Maratha Marvels, because now the score difference is just 3 points, and then they will be somewhere feeling that if the defense holds on to their horses as Maratha Marvels, when Pratik Daya comes into raid, this lead can also be wiped out very soon. And nice to see Maratha Marvels fight back after the all-out and the all-in. So 2 tackles against Pratik Daya, making sure the all-out was inflicted. That was very, very important from Deepesh Kumar. Once again, he's getting ready on that left corner. Watch out for him. Pratik goes in for a very vicious back kick. Then jumps over the chain, but then can't get through with Sahil Jandu and Ajay Sharma. from the right flank. The jump over the chain was somewhere scary for both of them. But then, look at that acrobatic jump.
Wow.
But Sahil Jandu held on to him. And Partik Daya has been pinned down.
Another positive note for the Marvels, as they once again ensured that Partik Daya is off the mat, and that will definitely be a problem for the Rhinos, as they will, as their star raider is out, and these guys will, and the Marvels will have to captivate from this moment as Sudhir is coming to raid, and looks like he's going to return with an empty raid, and this game is definitely going to be a cracker because both the teams have the thirst to win, and the Marvels, their corners, Ajay Sharma and Deepesh, both of them will be looking to play a vital role as Sahil comes in for the raid for the Rhinos.
Yeah, see, Ryan, what I always mention is when you have the best offense, then what will be your defense doing is a big question. Because if you have Sahil Jandu to raid, if you have Sudhir Kumar to raid and Anuj Yadav to raid, it is the defense's responsibility to keep that points intact. And Sahil Jandu has what a raid! Has he cleaned them up? Has he cleaned the Kaziranga Rhinos? Totally. What a raid! It's a super raid for sure.
Wow.
On a do-or-die raid, Sahil Jandu has made sure that Maratha Marvels going with the lead. Went in for the toe touch, did not get that. Then the covered defense came across to nab him across, but then Rohit Kumar somewhere fumbling away. And that is the raid of the match as Maratha Marvels pick up that 1 point lead. And this is the first time that they're leading in this match.
Yes, rightly said, Naveen. Raid of the match, and take a look at this. A good response by the Rhinos. Just take a look at that. The defender tried to go stop the raider, but the raider using his back on the defender, conveniently going back quite comfortably. And the score right now is 18-all. As the Rhinos, they have 4 men on court, but they still are very much in this game and are hungry, equally hungry. But the Marvels will get 2 more points as the Anuj continues his raiding brilliance.
Yeah, Anuj is doing it well. Then once again the escaping skills. He pushed away the defender who was right away in front of him and then found a way across towards the inward movement towards the midline. And that is what helped him across to find that way in as Partik Daya comes in. Last man standing for Kaziranga Rhinos. Can this be another all-out inflicted on them? When Murthal Magnets were all out, they were all in. And then the first all-out was inflicted. Partik Daya looks confident with that kick. Yes, he's got his man. He saved his team. And also got a touch point with the bonus +1. So that brings in Rohit Kumar, a proper defender on the mat. So they'll have to go. They'll have to go for this. They'll have to clean this up. Ryan, no more second thoughts. As Anuj Yadav goes in, I will say if I was Anuj Yadav, I will go in for Partik Daya. Because instead of going towards the defender, that is not what I want him to do. I just said and I did not close my mouth. And Anuj Yadav commits that error. I was just saying that if I was that raider who was going in, I would have definitely gone for Partik Daya and attacked him. Look at this. When you go towards the proper defender, you've got your double ties in his arms. Super tackle inflicted. Kaziranga Rhinos lead this by 1 point.
Yep, what a match indeed. Just when the Marvels experienced their first lead, the Rhinos just came and snatched it back from them. Credits to that man Partik Daya, not only reviving a man but getting that super tackle. See that 3 points coming in there throughout his plays, and this will be his 4th point, is it? Did he succeed in that running hand touch? We will wait to watch. Yes, he's gotten it. This is Partik Daya continuing his dominance.
Yeah, dominance and in a big way. Because when once he's saved the team from the all-out, what has happened is they've also gone in and got that lead. So somewhere Maratha Marvels making sure that they slip away from the driver's position. It was so important not to give away point to Partik Daya in that last raid when he was the last man standing. And somewhere they would have felt that the trick has been lost for a consecutive second all-out to be inflicted on the Kaziranga Rhinos. Now it is going to be a rework of sorts. Somewhere they'll have to start from fresh, somewhere they'll have to start from the top, Ryan, and nab Partik Daya first. And then think about inflicting the all-out. There.
A raider like Partik Dhaya will definitely be going for that, as he got a point very cheekily. Partik Dhaya. Wow.
Yeah, look at Sudhir Kumar. What is the necessity to go behind Partik Daya? You are a raider in the team, and when Sahil Jandu is not firing all cylinders, you will have to be there and manage the raiding duties. What was the necessity to go behind Partik Daya like that as a defender, and then getting shocked from the big Rhino, who turned so viciously across and very quickly? Sahil Jandu tries his best, goes along, shows his footwork, and as he got that touch point, yes, he's very confident about that. But then somewhere, Rohit Kumar is asking him to swear on the mat. The referee agrees with Sahil Jandu, and that is nice to see. Because see what happened. Once again, Ryan, it's that dual-mindedness. It's that dual-mindedness of should I go in for the double thigh hold or no, and that is where every defender will lose out. And somewhere I request the players, as we were speaking in the previous match also, Ryan, to probably, somewhere stop swearing on that mat so often, because young kids are watching you. They are taking you as their big inspiration. You are in the world's eyes, as this is a big inspiration. Amit Hooda, where his Periyar Panthers are on a roll, and as is Partik Dhaya.
Yep. Speaking of the young lads getting inspired, I still remember. Okay, it looks like the first half, as the Maratha Marvels trail to the Kaziranga Rhinos 25-22. What a spectacular
Go on
half
with your story.
have we
What
had
do you remember?
so far.
Go on with your story, Ryan. What do you remember?
No, I was talking about how we have the star all-rounder, the Indian represent, Mr. Manjeet Chiller. He used to have a very unique way of chanting the word Kabaddi whenever he went for his raids, and we all as kids would also imitate him the very same way.
Yeah. Hey, you made him look very old now. Yeah. Manjeet Chiller is not that old. Come on, Ryan.
No disrespect,
had
Mr.
that,
Manjeet Chiller. You will always be my favorite all-rounder.
Yeah, absolutely. No, really sweet of you. Really sweet of you. I remember because I've heard that Kabaddi chant very closely in my ears in the live matches. You just used to say Kabad, 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 that's all, and that swag in that attitude of what Manjeet Chiller has got. Because he used to bring that aura. He used to bring that big dominance aura in the opposition squad, even when he's raiding. And he had that stature of a wrestler, because he's coming in from that wrestler family. His parents were very, very supportive, because his dad runs an akhada of wrestlers, and that is where he also came in from, that wrestlers family. And the village also very, very well known for wrestlers in that place of Haryana, where Manjeet Chiller is really impressive, and took up on Kabaddi and made sure he's the big man who represented India as well. But then, soaking in some highlights of the first half, it was all very tight for the Maratha Marvels, where this tackle shouldn't have been let go. This one actually changed some strategies across, and then Partik Dhaya coming in and saving the Kaziranga Rhinos, making sure they lead by just 3 points. It's a slender lead. If Maratha Marvels have to win this game, they'll have to come back with proper 8 points. Will they do that? Will be the big question as we slip into a short break. I am Navin Chori, along with me was Ryan. We'll come back soon. Don't go out anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. The beginning of the second half has been started. I think Partik Dhaya should hold on. I know this Rhino is hungry. I understand that. It is feasting on this dinner of Maratha Marvels. But then, look at that. Even before the whistle went on, he was almost there. He's just going in for that 3 men left on court for the Maratha Marvels. It's so important, and so nice to see, Ryan, that for Kaziranga Rhinos, of course, yes, but as a whole lot, it is very good for the series for Partik Dhaya to fire back immediately in this fashion, isn't it?
Yes, definitely, especially including the fact that his team has lost the previous 3 games and he's been off form. in these games, and that's reflected on the team. So he, as a captain, has definitely held on to his composure and stepped up in this big situation as he tries to charge his way through. Wow, that defensive move is what a Rhino would do to defend, and that has been inflicted on the Rhinos.
But, exactly, but somewhere Dharamveer Singh is in question now. The dash was marvelous. Look at that, he took him away. But is Dharamveer gone out of the lobby is the big question. Sahil Jando should have pulled him back very quickly. That is what the referees are discussing. If it's a super tackle, then 2 points. But then if Dharamveer is gone in, Dharamveer has been saved by a whisker. It is a 2-point super tackle and the big man has gone out, and look at that, on the line saves Dharamveer Singh. If he had just gone a little, I need to say even a half inch that side, then it would have been, of course Pratik Dahiya should go on out on bench, but instead of the super tackle, of course the super tackle is there, but then at the end of it, it was only 1 point that the Maratha Marvels would be getting. But now it is nice to see where a man revived, 4 men on the court for each team, and Anuj Yadav goes back empty-handed.
Yes, indeed. To all our viewers tuning in on Fan Code, this has been a match with a lot of ups and downs. Initially, the Rhinos had a very good start, but the Marvels have successfully paved their way back, and this game has been tight ever since, as the ankle hold coming in from Dharamveer.
Very well executed. It's a diving double ankle hold. Look at that. The support came in so swiftly with the backtracking to be stopped in the middle of the back line and the midline, exactly in the center there. And Dharamveer once again proves that he has been that one good defender which the Marvels can rely upon. Super tackle situation, Ryan. Will something happen? The struggle is on, but there we go. Mohit gets it. And 2 more points with the super tackle. Oh, is there a discussion coming in? Yes, definitely discussion will be on. Somewhere did the defender step out of the end line? Something happening there. We'll have to find out. Super tackle was nicely executed by Mohit, and Anuj Yadav was the man in contention.
Raider side, 1 point.
Whoa.
Maratha Marvels.
Right.
Substitution.
This is nice. Why was the Raider safe is because
11 out.
somewhere I think, if I'm not wrong, I really think that the defender actually stepped out of the end line and then went into the attack. That is what the probable outcome should be. Yes, that is what it is. And then it's only 2 men on court now. Without Pratik Dahiya, without Sahil Kumar, it is this man who is coming to raid for the Kaziranga Rhinos. Number 15, Mohit, probably a defender. This will probably go back as...
Kaziranga Rhinos.
Oh, he gets the bonus. That is nice a skill.
That is nice of skill indeed. You know you're down men, you can just go. If you know you're not that much of a raider, if you know you're not in that consistency of getting points, getting touch points, get the bonus, and come back as the Marvels will look to get the all out. This is Anuj. He's been on a roll today as he gets 1 touch point and increases their lead to 27.
Yes, absolutely. And then Monu Huda going in for that diving double ankle hold, and very good backtracking skills, I should say, or escaping skills from Anuj Yadav, because he made sure the legs were not in contention. He just jumped, pressing the defender down. That's a good skill. And now once again will Mohit save them. And Kaziranga Rhinos, if they will be retrieving another man, that will be the 2nd consecutive time that they'll be coming. That was a jump that could have even somewhere put big goalkeepers to shame. But then not on the positive note. But look at that. Going in low was the very big strategy applied by the right corner captain Ajay Sharma, and the all-out inflicted Ryan. So this is important for the Maratha Marvels to go on in the front from now on in. And let me tell you this, I've been telling for a lot of matches, if Maratha Marvels lose this match, it is from their defensive errors. Very simple.
Oh yes, rightly pointed out. As we know, their key defenders Ajay Sharma, Deepesh, all of them have played a key role, and they will have to ensure that they don't make those small mistakes, because whenever they make those tiny mistakes, the opposite team do captivate, as the bonus point is secured by Partik, and the score right now is 28-31 in favor of the Marvels, and Sudhir is the raider here, and he will look to increase that lead. As we can see, Partik Daya taking a step behind from the action, and they are safeguarding him, the Rhinos.
Yeah, rightly so, rightly so. Why do you have to be a target for a raider when Sudhir is coming in? So just make sure that you try your laces and be ready for the next raid. And to be really honest here, what Murtal Magnets have done, I think, is played into the hands of Rhinos. A brilliant ankle hold. That is nice to see. This is Deepesh Kumar at its best when it comes to that ankle hold. And then the support also came in at the right time. Did not want the support though, but then somewhere Dharamveer Singh would have said, right, that's my opportunity to get some touch on the raider as well. But what happens here is, Ryan, if somewhere they will let Partik Daya keep on taking that bonus, it is fine. If you ask me, it is fine. Unless and until you do not give him touch points, it is okay. He can come in, take that bonus, then keep going back. That's fine. They should not give him a touch point. That should be their strategy. If I was there in the Maratha Marvels, then that's what I really want to do.
Yep, that's very rightly pointed out and truly pointed out, because he's captivated from many small errors made by the defense. The moment the defense makes a small error, we've seen him get those touch points very easily, and a raider with his agility quickly moves. He moves very quickly as a do-or-die raid for Sudhir and the Marvels.
Maratha Marvels somewhere should have sent in Sahil Chandu. Sudhir going in for he says, I've got you. The stretch on the hand touch has been applied, is what he's saying. Mohit is the man that is in contention.
1 point, Maratha Marvels.
Yes, the referee agrees with him. Right cover, Sudhir. It was so evident. Look at that. Retrieving skills, not right. And Sudhir rightly pointing out and says, no, you did not touch my right shoulder. But what a raid. That is what is required here, Ryan, because Sudhir somewhere gaining confidence. But now, they should not give him touch points. That is all is required. Then that Dubki. This is what I was trying to say.
Kaziranga Rhinos.
I think he's going for 2 more points, because that was a Dubki under the chain and he wanted 2 points. But then the referee said, no, it's only 1. It's only Ajay Sharma who's been given out. There you go. He's still arguing. He wants more. Ryan, what do you think? Yeah, green card. That's what it is. Partik भैया बात करने के लिए हम हैं. Ryan बैठे हुए हैं यहाँ पे. मतलब अब ज़्यादा बात करोगे, this is what will happen.
Yep, maintaining your composure is very important. He did it on a good note by ensuring that none of his previous games affected here, but that there, arguing with the ref, not complying, that does matter, as Anuj escapes the ankle hold that came in.
1 point, Maratha
And
Marvels.
1 more point. Was that Anuj or Sahil? Yep, it was Anuj.
Yeah, it was
getting
Anuj.
that point.
Yeah, well put across by you, Ryan. Also, that escape is that word which really matters a lot for a raider, because there are different types of escapes, and this time he made sure the back jump was right and taking away the ankles. This is what I do not want them to do, is it? No, they will say we will do this.
Point, Maratha
They
Marvels.
will do this, and like how? Now, Partik Daya can keep on talking from the bench though.
Oh my God.
What do I explain? What do
Josh.
I explain about that? That's the biggest Josh, Jasba and Junun. Yeah, right in there. Left corner, Deepesh Kumar. Take a bow.
Take about just when Partik thought he made it, Deepesh is like, not yet, not so fast. He just pulled him back, and that is a spectacular moment. That is a moment of making a statement, making the best player on the opposition know that, listen, it's not going to be so easy. We're here as well. We're giving you the fight, and the fight is on you.
Yeah, the fight is definitely on him because coming into this match, he was completely shattered in terms of confidence, in terms of his movements, footwork, everything was off. But somewhere he switched on himself, that's nice, but then the defenders are not going to let you sit on top of the food chain every single time, isn't it? Somewhere the Rhino should also go hungry, and there is where the Rhino will get really angry.
Yep. Well, the Rhinos will have to get really angry and ensure that in a very well composed way they use that anger and get some points here as Sahil comes in, but he falls prey to the combination tackle coming in from the Marvels. And like you said, Naveen, defense is going to be key for them.
Very, very well said there, Ryan, by you as well. Ajay Sharma going in for that strong ankle hold just in front of the back line as Dharamveer Singh has got a bruise on his elbow. I'm okay if it's the top part. The reason why I say okay is because it hurts. It hurts a lot. I'm sorry that if I sound on a different meaning, but it is fine. It is okay because somewhere if it's your upper body, the recovery is very quick. Look at this. When the tackle happened on Sahil Kumar, Dharamveer Singh actually went in for the support, very much required, and then he actually fell on Sahil Kumar and then somewhere hurting his left elbow. And thank you so much for the physio partners, UEM, University of Engineering and Management, Jaipur, to always be there and help our players around. So Ryan, just coming back to when I say it's okay for the upper body to be getting those bruises is because the recovery is much faster, much quicker. If it's elbows, fingers, cut on the eyebrow, cut on the lips is all fine. But when I will be really worried, I will be really, in fact, concerned, I should say, more than worried, that, if it is on the legs. That is my concern. Super tackle situation, Brian, all yours in this do-or-die race.
Yep, a do-or-die raid and a super tackle situation, an ideal entertainment assuring moment as the dash came in and Anuj got through that very easily as he's done throughout this match.
Yeah, and somewhere Monu Huda, who was a substitute defender, could not go in for that dash very, very swiftly as expected. And then once again, this is... Oh, there we go. Bonus stolen very, very swiftly by Sagar Ramesh. And I like the speed of Anuj Yadav. With the speed that he went in, because he's confident now after getting that point in the do-or-die raid, he can go in and clean out. And he's going to Sagar Ramesh. That's nice. That is really nice. He's not going towards the defender. He's got both men on one side of the court. Oh, he should have gone that. But then gets another man out. This is nice to see. He gets Rohit Kumar.
Maratha Marvels.
Yep. It didn't matter to him.
Yeah. Actually didn't matter where the ankle hold was not very strong. But Ryan, last man standing.
Yep. Last man standing is Sagar for the Rhinos. He has the ability to ensure he revives a person for him moving into the defensive end. But can he do it? He has to ensure that the all-out doesn't happen, because an all-out here will mean 3 points, and those 3 points would extend the lead to 11 points. What a second half by the Marvels.
I am sorry to say this, that I'm looking at the Kaziranga Rhinos as one more defeat from here on in. But still 8 minutes left, 10-point lead. And Ajay Sharma has marshaled his resources very, very well. The defender captain of Maratha Marvels, and especially all marks to Dharamveer Singh and Deepesh Kumar for going in and supporting him very, very in those tackles. Now Parthik Daya will have to do a lot of talking, but on the mat.
Yep, on the mat he'll have to be a little vigilant also, as he earlier on got a little too expressive and he was penalized as the Marvels head into the next raid. This is Sudhir. He's played a key role today, not altogether positive, but he's been confident, he's looked confident. And that's
Yeah.
all they need to do now, Marvels. They need to play a smart game with strategy, as they have a decent lead and the pressure is definitely on the Rhinos. So Marvels have the upper hand.
Yeah, absolutely. Because Marvels, the reason why do they have the upper hand is because I'm liking what Dharamveer Singh has done. He's come back on the mat. Look at that number 3 jersey. He's got 4 tackle points today, and that's the reason, Ryan, I said I will not be so bothered or concerned if it is the upper body. And Pratik Daya comes in and kicks it away to the left corner defender Dipesh Kumar, who has already taken, in fact, 4 tackle points. And then Ajay Sharma, the captain, has got a high five for himself. So that means the defense is working well. And Anuj Yadav is the only man there for the Super 10 with 11 points, who's raiding in now. So, as I again reinstate and reassure myself and expect the Marvels also will do that, defense should not falter, especially against Pratik Daya.
Yes, the defense should not falter. They have to ensure that they are holding their fort. As we say, you can see Pratik Daya will look to dismantle the defense, but he can't right now. He will have to wait. The combination tackle coming in, the ankle hold and the dash coming in from the defenders to ensure that Pratik Daya could not go through.
Yeah, Dharamveer Singh. That is why I was so happy to see Dharamveer Singh back on the mat as Anuj, in fact, Sudhir Kumar comes in for a do-or-die raid and a strong block. Oh! Off the mat in mid-air. In mid-air, he's been lifted off. That is like so close and yet so far. You've gone in with the bouquet on Feb 14th. You've seen the girl, but then in the nick of the moment, her father passes and takes her away. That's what happened there.
Very well, interestingly put in there by Naveen. As Pratik Daya comes back on, Sudhir there, had he pulled off that raid, but Pratik Daya will ensure that he gets a touch point, rolling his way back.
This is what I do not want to see. Once again, Ajay Sharma cannot stop that outward movement, and Pratik Daya is a master in doing that. Actually turning in the opposite direction of the defender. He knows it very well, and it is muscle memory. Forget the form that he is in. He's of course today scored a Super 10, no problem. But then the block, once again, look at this. It's a weak tackle as Anuj Yadav once again adds up his rating tally. So I'm just saying here, Ryan, it's that muscle memory. Look at what Anuj Yadav does. He first tries to block the defender, then backtracks, then he goes to the outward movement of the mat. No, that is too much work. But Pratik Daya does not do that. He effortlessly turns on the opposite direction of the defender. He does not even go in and block, and look at this running hand touch. Very swift. There he goes. Dharamveer Singh accepts it. He accepts it. Why is Pratik getting so vocal?
Number 11, number 11. Number 4.
Yeah, he's only got one man. What's the issue in that? Dharamveer actually accepts it. Yeah, that is the discussion by the referees, and I'm very look at this. Look at this. Pratik Daya, I really request you, my friend. You've been a superstar of Yuva Kabaddi Series, and I really.
Jersey number 3, 1 point.
Yeah, that's
Kaziranga
it.
Rhinos.
That is what it is. It was very clear and evident. What's that once again? Where did he have another point?
Just it
Come
could
on,
be the extra
you beat
adrenaline to
Yeah.
come back into this match, and they will require as many points as possible as we head into the last 4.5 minutes. And the 9-point deficit, it's not impossible, but Anuj here has been on a roll, and even if he doesn't get a point here, he's made a mark for him in this match.
And I'm happy to see that they are killing the clock as well simultaneously. Hey Ryan, do you like Spider-Man?
Yes, definitely. Who doesn't?
Okay, let me compare Pratik Daya to Spider-Man with great responsibility, or rather with great powers come great responsibility. So why is that line being told now by me to Pratik Daya is You are a superstar, a brand ambassador for Yuva Kabaddi Series. You've been that top raider. We are all happy watching you raid in such effortless manner as you once again got that running hand touch going. But somewhere you will have to make sure the calm composureness also comes in. That is what these young lads will be learning. See, we are saying that they will learn the kabaddi skills, they'll learn the strategies, they'll learn to be present in the international arena and put up themselves as big players. But then somewhere you will have to also understand that you're a superstar and lots riding on you and lots riding on this tackle as well. Double ankle hold and the coach isn't happy as Patidaya has been pinned down. Double ankle hold coming in from that man who's got Maratha Marvels up and going today. Anuj Yadav puts in that double ankle hold. See, that is what happens when you concentrate on talking and arguing. Somewhere your skills take up a backseat as Arun Solanki comes in for a do-or-die raid run.
Yep, do-or-die raid. The dash coming in, but it's unsuccessful as he gets back easily.
Yeah, first went in for the bonus and then he also had that lateral movement going towards the midline and then nullifying the dash which came in from Mohit from the right cover. This is nice. This is very nice. But I'm liking what Dharamveer is also doing. He's asking the others not to come. He says, I am going in solo. Guys, don't worry. See. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, I love that. I love when defenders do that. Because if the tackle is okay, if the tackle is at least 50-60% positive, then let the defense come in. But then, somewhere if it is a weak tackle and it's going to be unsuccessful, I love what Dharamveer Singh did on that occasion. Hey Ryan, am I allowed to use the word positive now? Are we out of that world?
Yes, you can. But if the Marvels can pull off another tackle here on Pratik Daya, that would be a positive for the Marvels. And it will be a positive indeed.
Whoa!
Will it be Pratik? Wow. Fought his way, but could not fight his way through. The ankle hold strong and the support coming in.
All marks to this struggle that he put in. Look at that. This is really there on top for me in terms of the respect that I have on Pratik Daya. When he goes in all out and says he will not give up in any tackle that has been put in, that is where he stands tall on me. But somewhere arguing so much on the mat, I will really once again please wholeheartedly request superstars who are in the making to try and have the composure on. Right, so just Dipesh Kumar is that one man who's made sure Pratik Daya is completely nullified today. And he's also got his hi-fi, very important hi-fi in that lineup of Maratha Marvels.
Wow, Sagar Ramesh.
Yeah, Sagar Ramesh does that. But then Dipesh Kumar, Ajay Sharma, if both the corners are getting you high fives, and that is why Maratha Marvels are somewhere going to lead this as the do-or-die raid. Now once again to Anuj Yadav. And I like what he's again doing. He's killing the clock in. He has to go all in and then tries to jump but on the wrong direction. It was towards the lobby, Ryan.
Yep, you can see.
Yeah, that's where the issue was. The idea was right, but the execution completely gone wrong. Not a problem, but still, it is 1.5 minutes left, and Pratik Daya will keep on coming towards you. He'll keep on charging towards you. Now the deficit is just 6 points as that strong kick on that left shoulder of Dipesh Kumar. He could have got a high five, but then that does not matter. Now Maratha Marvels will have to really slow the game down. No! Oh, this is nice. This is nice. 2 points. Wow! Kaziranga Rhinos somewhere not allowing Anuj Yadav to waste the all-important seconds. as the ankle hold was put in by Monu Huda very, very quickly, and that lead is now 8 points. Now it is somewhere difficult. I will say
Yep.
you are. Fine, all yours, man. Go ahead and explain this.
Point Maratha Marvels.
Yeah, Pratik Dhaya at a very crucial moment tried to jump his way through, but the defenders ensuring he grabbed onto his thighs very nicely, and the support ensured that Pratik could not get out of the clutches there. And that's a clutch moment indeed, and that could pretty much seal the match and declare Maratha Marvels stance in this tournament, as they are very close to registering their first win. As their star of the day, Anuj, who's already had 15 points, will happily kill the.
That is what is required, and really good explanation by you as well, as Ajay Sharma held on to Pratik Daya's ankles. Both ankles was really nicely done, but Dharamveer is doing what a good defender should do. He's going in for the solo tackles. He's not giving away more than 1 point to the raider, and that is that body language which shows. And I'm really impressed with Dharamveer Singh, because he is there for the making in the future, and this is some talent scouting that's happening from Amit Huda and the rest of the esteemed guests who are here. He's been happy, Amit Huda, watching from the sidelines his team do well. And then now, look at this. Maratha Marvels, a big win, and the first win for them in the booster round. And once again, Kaziranga Rhinos somewhere fall short, and they do not even get that one single point from this match. So still, Kaziranga Rhinos struggling to put up a point in the booster round for a team that was finishing on top of the survival round, is being pushed to the bottom of the table now.
That is sad to see. Credits to Pratik Dhaya altogether. He's had 3 bad games prior to this in the booster round, but he's come out and scored 19 points today for them. Sagar Ramesh with 8 points, another positive note for them. But going to the Marvels, take a look at Anuj Yadav, 15 points. He was spectacular. Sahil with 7 points. Deepesh Kumar with a Super 5 with a high five as well. So good defense once again, as you mentioned, Naveen. Defense playing key for them. Just take a look at this once again.
Yeah, and even in that Dubki, see, that's what I will always say. Pratik Daya is there to score points. And this was the tackle of the match for me. Deepesh Kumar can be given 2 points for that. It's somewhere that overconfidence, or rather somewhere feeling in that the support or the ankle hold will not be pulling me back. And then he lost it all. It's Pratik Daya. But even then, with all that, and this was that February 14th moment. Yeah, that's fine. But then, somewhere I will be really appreciating the defense of Maratha Marvels, because the way they have tackled today, if they can do this in every match, they can even trounce upon the Periyar Panthers, who are leading on this leaderboard in the booster round. This is what I want to see, because Deepesh Kumar with a high five, Ajay Sharma with a high five, Dharamveer Singh was really instrumental in that with 4 points. He also controlled the defenses, went in for that single solo tackle and gave away just 1 point. That is the highlight for me. 18 tackle points. Look at the 8 points there. It might also have a big difference there, but look at this. 18 tackle points for Maratha Marvels and only 7 for the Rhinos. And also the all-out. 3 all-outs inflicted. And I'm not surprised that the Rhinos do not even get a single point out of this match, Ryan.
Yep, they started on a very strong note. We saw them, the first all-out was in favor of the Rhinos. They had a 10-point lead, but after that things were kind of close, but especially after the second half, things were completely all in favor of the Marvels. The Rhinos did try to pave their way in these small situations, especially Pratik coming in, having a few important plays, especially where we saw him do the positive raid and the very good piece of effort on the defensive end, but still they will not get this point. And this is not the end of their tournament though. They still the booster round, they will play each other twice, so the Rhinos have a lot more work to do, and the Marvels will look to use this positive note and gain momentum out of it.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I have a lot more work to do, but it's going to be tough. It's really going to be tough as we look at that points table. Look at that. Kaziranga Rhinos, as I was telling you, that they have been pushed to the bottom